You stand in a lush fern meadow when you notice it, a strange light in the sky that does not belong. In 6 weeks, you will be dead not from the object about to strike the planet, but because of what you are. But right now, in this final peaceful moment, you do not yet know you are a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You have crushed Triceratops skulls with 7,000 pounds of bite force, and tracked prey from 3 kilometers away, using a nose that devotes nearly half your brain to scent. You have survived broken ribs, infected legs, rival attacks, and 1,000 injuries of a predator's life. For 2.5 million years, your kind has ruled this continent unchallenged. The light grows brighter, your enormous eyes, the largest of any land animal, track it across the southern horizon. You do not know it is a 9-kilometer rock, traveling at 40,000 miles per hour, about to release more energy than 1 billion atomic bombs. All you know is that your instincts are screaming, and for the first time they have nothing useful to say. The ground lurches sideways as the asteroid slams into the coast 2,000 miles south. The shock wave turns solid Earth into something alive that bucks and heaves beneath your 18 body. Trees crash as roots are ripped from shifting soil. While you struggle for footing, the southern horizon glows dull red orange. Debris from the impact falls back through the atmosphere at hundreds of degrees, turning the sky into a giant broiler. The radiant heat cooks you from the outside in. Your skull's built-in cooling system now works against you, absorbing heat instead of releasing it. Your internal temperature climbs rapidly, scales grow hot, air burns your lungs. Instinct drives you crashing through dying ferns toward a river half a mile east. Your legs feel heavy and wrong. You plunge into the muddy water until only your snout remains above the surface. The river hisses and steams against your overheated body, buffering the worst of the heat. But then you notice the fish floating past with mouths gaping, hundreds of them, killed by rising water temperature and acid from the sky. It is not the fish that make you lift your head, it is the smell. The chemical map of your species, constant since you hatched, is unraveling. Rival markers to the north are overwritten by the sharp scent of burning flesh. The female to the south ends at a collapsed riverbank. Your mother's trail leads straight into a forest, now roaring with flames. One by one, the scent signatures of your kind vanish. By the time the initial heat pulse fades, perhaps 6 hours later, the rich olfactory landscape that defined your existence is almost empty. Your massive scent processing brain keeps searching for signals that no longer exist. You are alone in a way you cannot understand. The temperature begins to plummet. The sky shifts from burning orange to a dull gray-brown, choked with ash and dust that blocks the sun. The same thermal system that nearly cooked you now struggles to retain heat. You are not cold-blooded. You maintain a stable internal temperature like a bird or mammal, which made you such an effective hunter. But your furnace never learned how to slow down. A crocodile can idle for months. You cannot. You always burn fuel and need constant food. You drag yourself from the river. The water that saved you from heat now steals warmth. 3 days into the endless darkness, you stop waiting for the sun. Hell Creek grows colder than it has ever been, yet carcasses lie everywhere: Triceratops, Edmontosaurus, animals that were alive just days ago. Your nose leads you from body to body in a grim map of rot. You gorge desperately, tearing meat from massive ribs, digging half-buried carcasses from mud, knowing this bounty will not last. By day 5, you eat turning meat and carcasses already picked over. That is when you see him, a living Triceratops bull stumbling through dead ferns. His ribs show through his hide. His head hangs low. There is no fight left. A week ago, this would have been a dangerous hunt. Today, it is merely an animal waiting to die. You watch his legs buckle and he collapses without sound. You eat him too, but the hunt is gone. You are no longer a predator. You are a scavenger in the wreckage of a broken world. The cold deepens. Acid rain stings your scales. The old infection in your jaw spreads as your immune system fails. Swallowing becomes painful. By day 10, the carrion is rotting faster than you can consume it. Fresh deaths grow rare because almost nothing remains alive. Your extraordinary nose, the most powerful scent system any land animal has possessed, keeps scanning kilometers in every direction. But the layered map of life has collapsed into one fading note. Death at different stages. The last usable carcass is too far gone. You stand over it, then lift your head and scan the empty horizon. There is nothing left. Around week 3, your body realizes food is not coming. Fat reserves burn away in days. Then it turns on muscle, the powerful legs, the jaw that delivered the strongest bite on land, the neck that held up a bathtub-sized skull. You waste away, dropping 2 tons or more. The 8-ton apex predator becomes skeletal and hollow. The silence is the worst. Your nose continues searching for any trace of your own kind. Territorial markers, mating signals, the deep vibrations of another T-Rex. Nothing. The chemical language of dominance. Kinship and reproduction that connected your species for millions of years has gone quiet. You are the last one. You collapse on a gray morning, indistinguishable from the rest. Your legs simply refuse to lift what remains of you. You lie on cold, ash-covered ground as your thermal system continues its futile work. Your eyes stare at a sunless sky. Your nose draws one final breath, ash, cold earth, and faint traces of old death. No prey, no rivals, no family. The last heartbeat is quiet. The last breath is slow. The most perfectly designed predator in Earth's history is gone. The asteroid did not kill you directly, and you survived the blast, the heat pulse, and the first waves of destruction. The cold, darkness, acid rain, and infection all contributed. But the true cause was 95 million years of perfect evolutionary design. Every adaptation that made you magnificent, your enormous size, high metabolism, specialized senses, became a death sentence when the world changed. Crocodiles survived by shutting down their systems. Mammals survived because they were small and could eat almost anything. You could do none of that. You were too large, too hungry, too specialized, too perfect for the world that no longer existed. Evolution does not prepare for catastrophe. It prepares for the world that is. It made you the greatest predator that ever walked the earth, perfect for a Cretaceous that ended in one devastating day. When the rules changed, being the best meant being among the first to vanish. 66 million years later, small mammal that outlasted you will dig up your bones and assume the rock killed you instantly. They will be wrong.